Hello, everyone. Glenda Mollet here, and welcome to my craft room. This is the May 2023 monthly Stamping Club Rhino Ready first card. Yay! Unfortunately, the dies have already sold out, but I'm going to do as much die cutting as I can. If you don't have the Rhino Ready stamp set at home, these cards are created so that you can use anything you want. Elephants, hippopotamuses, giraffes, if you have them, whatever you have. If you don't have rhinos, oh well, use something else. Okay. Most of it is die cutting. And as I said, I'm going to be doing as much of that as I can. Well, actually, Ted's going to. I haven't told him yet, but yeah, he's got a lot of cranking to do because there's a lot of die cuts in this thing. But that's okay because I love it. This bundle has been so much fun to play with, and I'm sad that it has retired so early. So here's the first card. Isn't that adorable? And there's the inside. So I've used, this is the Hello Irresistible designer paper. And when I cut 5.25 by 4, no, 5.5 by 4.25, then you have a piece left over that is 1 3/4 inches. So I just cut it down to 2, and we're going to use it on the inside. So you don't even have to stamp on the inside. Then on the front or on the envelope, I just stamp the grass. If you haven't got the grass and you're using an elephant, put an elephant on there. So we're using the radiating stitch dies. So let me just go through what I'm going to use. Hello or Rhino Ready stamp set, the coordinating Rhino Ready dies. And if you got these, you're lucky because not very many people got them. Radiating stitches dies. These are also online exclusives. And we're going to use that one. So that's the middle one. The colors you will need are Memento, Gray Granite, Parakeet Party, and Daffodil Delight. Then I will be coloring with Dark Pumpkin Pie, Dark Gray Granite, and Light Tahitian Tide. And you will also need Crumb Cake marker and Wink of Stella because we're going to do some splotches on the background. Okay, so you have your kit, and I've already cut out all the leaves, so you didn't have to put up with me die cutting them with you live, because there's a lot of them. And brush bass butterflies, don't lose them. Inside pieces 5.25 by 4, and then, as I said, there's a 1 3/4 inch slice left over. And I left it big enough that you don't have to worry about a gap. And then we're just going to put a piece of evening evergreen underneath that just to set it off a bit. Then you have a piece of textured shimmer paper, the white one, that is 1 by 3.5. That's this. And we're going to use blending brushes and put some Parakeet Party ink on there. This one is for your sentiment. Early espresso 2x2 with adhesive sheet to do the tree trunk. Then we have our 5.5 by 4.25 inch piece of designer paper. And this is evening evergreen. It's 4 by 3.5, and it's just going to go on there like that. This is 3 by 4.5, and we're going to die cut that, and then we're going to sponge it, and then we're going to splotch it. And then this piece, I've got glue on my fingers. This piece is to do the hippopotamus with the bird sitting on it, or whatever you have. Like I said, this card, you can use anything. All right, so first of all, let's stamp the hippo in Memento ink. I call this one the dancing hippo, and he's got the bluebird of paradise on his back. They're so cute, these things. Now, I did not get out the stamp for the sentiment. So this is a square sentiment, and I wanted it long. So I'm just going to cut it. Oh, oops. Apparently. Okay, I will be fixing that because that's not the right size. Well, I guess you can use it. Let me get a stamping paper here. We're going to be cutting it anyways. So if you stamp that and then stamp that, and we get it all. Because we're going to cut it all out anyways. Doesn't really matter. All right, so that's the sentiment. Then the envelope is here. And I'm going to be using, oh, I need a bird, because if you have the stamp set, I put a bird on the inside, just because, why not? And I didn't get the bird out either. Oh, Lord. Apparently I didn't prep very well for this video, but I've done 4 of them already today. 5 of them. This is number 6. There we go. 1 bird. And I'm going to take my gray granite and I didn't clean this either the last time I used it. And the grass. And I'm just going to run a row of grass in gray granite at varying levels of heights all the way across. There we go. That's it. That's it for the stamping. Okay. Those colors out of the way. That there. That over there. Now, going to die cut the running rhino with the blue bird of happiness on his back. Like that. Now the bird, this die set came with 2 bird dies. I don't know why 2, but I guess they had the room left, so they figured they might as well put 2 of them on there. Like that. Okay, so that I'm going to die cut that. And what else do I have to, I have to die cut this. Get that on there. And then there's this. And that's the big tree top on there, like that. And then the big tree trunk on this one. There we go. Run all those through if I can push them all on here. Okay. Here we go. I really did have a lot of fun with this bundle when I was creating these cards. And I was so disappointed when the dies ran out, because you guys would have had a lot of fun with them. But we don't have them. So we'll just move on. Okay, there's the rhino. And there's the birdie. Don't want to lose that. So let's just put them up there with the butterflies. And the tree trunk. Get out of there. And this. Now, we need to put, I need my green one. And we're going to put Parakeet Party onto the tree. And turn the white to green. So put as much color as you want on there. There we are. And then this one, I'm going to put some Parakeet Party along the bottom. this. Come on. There we go. Okay. Then we Daffodil Delight. And we're going to put Daffodil Delight on the other side. Now, if I do that over top of that Parakeet Party, it will end up Parakeet Party. I have to find my yellow because I was using it earlier. And add some Daffodil Delight to the rest of it. So we have a nice, bright, sunny day. There we go. So we're going to continue and do a few other things with that, but I want to show you what I did with the hippopotamus. I didn't want to color it. I wanted to show you a different way to color it. So I'm going to take, what is this? Gray granite and a blending brush and put a little bit of color on him. So I didn't want him to be white, white, white. And I'm not worried about getting gray granite on the horn because we're going to go over top of it. I don't want to put it on the bird, but we're going to color the bird anyway, so it doesn't matter. So we're just adding color to the dancing rhinoceros, just so it's not white, but we don't have to stamp and blends. Now you can do this if you're using elephants. You can do the same thing with the elephants or the hippopotamus. It's just a different way to color it. And you have put as much or as little on there as you want. There we go. It's done. That's it. That's how easy it is to color. Okay, and then I'm going to take the dark gray granite and do the horn. And the tail. And the ears. And the toenails. Now you don't see the toenails, so I'm not going to worry about whether I'm making them fancy or not. And then the light Tahitian tide. And we'll just color that bird, all except for the beak. Beak I'm going to do dark pumpkin pie. And then the one I die cut, I'll color it too. Let's put a color on there like that. And it's pumpkin pie on the beak. And wink of Stella on the horn, on the bird, the tail, toenails, the bird we die cut. So there, we'll put those off to the side. Those are done. That's done. Now, I'm going to take Wink of Stella and all of these. So there's 3 sets of leaves for each, for evening evergreen and soft succulent. And I'm sorry I'm using retired cardstock colors on this, but I didn't get the new colors in time. I knew they wouldn't come in time for me to do this and get it all prepped. So we're using but I know you guys got these colors anyways if you want to redo them. And I'm just doing down the center just to add a bit of sparkle to them. Now you don't have to add all of these leaves if you don't want to. Okay, now I need the Wink of Stella and I need the crumb cake marker. Slide all of that out there. And I need to find full size piece of paper. Hang on. Take one out of my printer because we're going to flick. So this is the background, and I'm just going to flick Wink of Stella on there because I want it to sparkle. Oh, you guys can't see this, but it's really sparkly. It's cool. All right, and this is crumb cake. And I'm going to do the same thing with this and just put some color dots in the background, just so it's not quite so stark. A little bit right there. There we go. Done. That's it. But you do need this to cover your workspace or you'll end up with issues. I'll tell you. All right. Now I'll deal with that in a minute. Let's get these pieces back in here. That's the inside, so they can go there. First thing we're going to do is put this designer paper right onto the soft succulent base. I had to start a new Stamp and Seal. I love it when they're new because they flow so nice. It's when they get towards the end that they become tough to do. Okay, so this is going to cover the entire thing. It's 5.5 by 4.25. I'll just line it up with the top and one edge. There we go. And then we can put the evening evergreen on. And just put it in the background there. We'll try this. Yep, that'll work. And then the piece that we did all the coloring to will go on next. And I'm going to put it straight on here with the green at the bottom and the yellow at the top. There we are. Okay, then comes the tree trunk. And it has adhesive sheet on the back. So just whip off the adhesive sheet and it's going to go right up there at the top. Like that. Now this is going to sit on here, but I'm only going to put adhesive or glue on the bottom because I don't want the top to be sticking down to the card base itself. And I know that I'm going to cut that end off a little bit too. All right, so it's going to go right about there. So this is loose up there. It won't glue down. And then just snip off whatever amount hangs over the edge. Or put the whole thing on. It doesn't really matter. Okay, then we'll get dimensionals and put our rhino on. Now I have some strips, one for the horn and one for the bird. I'll take the liners off there. And he's going to dance right about there-ish. All right, now I need to turn all of these over. And I went kind of wild with the number of leaves that I used on this. If you don't want, you don't have to use all of these. Don't want to lose my bird. Okay, so I'm going to start here with one of the big ones. Let's get my glue in there. And put it right about there. So there's going to be another big one right there. Perfect. And then, is that a big one or a little one? Oh, that's a little one. So we'll just slide a little one in underneath this one. Like that. And then a big one. There. Okay. Now we have a little, I'll go on the other side, one of the little evening evergreen ones. And it's going to hide the trunk, the bottom of the trunk like that. And then a big, soft, succulent one. There. And then a big evening evergreen one. On the corner. And then a big, soft, succulent one. Into there. And then the last big evening evergreen one, going to go on the other side, down here, like that. Oops, stuck to my finger. Stay there. Okay, little soft succulent one. There. Little evening evergreen one. There. So I'm only putting glue on the bottom so the top can ride up on top of the rhinoceros. Or you can put the rhinoceros flat. I wonder if that's what I did. Well, that's what I did. Apparently, I didn't put dimensionals on his feet. Oh well. You're going to have options. And then we've got one evening evergreen one left. So you can either put dimensionals on the feet of your rhinoceros, like, and have it like that, or you can not put dimensionals on there and have it just flat on your card. Either way works. All right, now let's get our brush brass butterflies. That one seems to be flying away. Come on. Stick one in there. Yeah, put one up there. Put the little one over here. There we go. There's that. Now, the inside. I think I'm going to use that side. So I'm going to put adhesive along that side of it, line it up on the evening evergreen strip. And you can have that as wide as you want. I made that strip a half an inch, so it doesn't matter how wide you make your evening evergreen piece, whatever looks good for you. Okay, so one end is going to be right on the edge like that. And oops, wrong way. Sorry, this way. That's going to go there like that. And then I'm just judging where to put my adhesive because I don't want it to be too far up. So just, yeah, right on the edge I put it. Line it right up on the edge and right there like that. And then I'll just trim this off. And trim this off. Then we'll put that on the inside of the card. That. And then we have the bird. I'll put the bird on. Let's get some glue on it. Maybe the glue will come out. Lost my scissors. And we'll just put the bluebird sitting on one of those leaves, like that. And voila. Oh, sentiment. It's like, okay, we're done. No, we're not. So I'm just going to take this and trim this. And there's birthday is. Trim that a little bit smaller. Hope your birthday is, and then take the wild from here. And I put that flat, so let's pop this one up, just so you can see the difference between the two. Put on the wild. So I'm going to start with the wild because I know where it needs to be. And we'll work backwards. There's wild. And then birthday is. And then hope your. Let's not get it upside down. Hope your birthday is wild. There we go. A couple of different options there for you. And there's the inside and the inside. I'm thinking I like this without the dimensionals under there. So I might just see if I can pull those out of there. I don't know whether I will be able to or not, but I would say don't put the dimensionals under there because these tend to Oops. Got part of it. These are sticking up, and I would rather not have them sticking up. Oh, there we go. So there, that's much better. Yeah, don't put dimensionals on feet if you haven't already put them on there. And there's the first card for the May 2023 monthly Stamping Club using the Rhino Ready bundle. Yay! It's so fun. And I really am sorry if you were not able to get it because it is a cool one. So thanks, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this card, and I can't wait to stamp with you in April because Club is next week. I'm doing these videos on Easter weekend, and Club is coming up, and I'm going to have fun with you. And then we'll be stamping again in May before I head off to England and Norway. And that is because of you guys, because you helped me earn that trip, and I do appreciate it so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you soon in my craft room. Stamp and smiles. Bye for now.